Most people think travel is just about getting from one place to another. But travel is actually a mirror. The second you buy a ticket, check into a hotel, or step onto a plane, you reveal exactly where you sit in the financial hierarchy. Today we decode what your travel experience says about your wealth, from middle seat hell to flying sovereign. Here is what no one tells you about economy class. Airlines don't just design seats to be cheap. They deliberately engineer discomfort to pressure you into upgrading. The 29-inch seat pitch was calculated, just uncomfortable enough to make you pay more next time. You arrive exhausted, cramped, and already behind before the trip begins. The advertised $89 ticket is a lie. By the time you pay baggage fees, seat selection charges, and boarding group upgrades, you have often spent $150 to $200 on a flight marketed as cheap. Budget airlines pioneered this model, strip the product to the bone, and sell back every basic feature as an add-on. You paid full price for a broken product. At $100,000 net worth, business class stops being a luxury and starts being a productivity tool. A lie-flat seat means you land in Tokyo or London rested, sharp, and ready to close deals while your economy class competitor arrives exhausted. The lounge access alone, free food, fast Wi-Fi, quiet spaces, eliminates 2 hours of airport stress before the flight even begins. This is where the airline experience becomes a destination in itself. Emirates First Class on the A380 gives you a fully enclosed private suite with a real sliding door, a seat that converts to a flat bed with a mattress topper, and one of the 2 showers on board, limited to 5 minutes of hot water per passenger. The point isn't comfort. The point is that the journey is no longer a cost. It is the experience itself. At $10 million, the airport experience disappears entirely. You drive through a private entrance called the FBO, Fixed Base Operator, straight to the tarmac. No security line, no gate, no boarding pass. You step on a Gulfstream G650 and the pilots depart when you arrive, not on a published schedule. The most valuable purchase here isn't the aircraft. It's the recovery of thousands of hours across a lifetime. At $100 million, you no longer charter. You own. The Boeing business jet is a 737 converted into a flying mansion, master bedroom, formal boardroom, lounge, and a kitchen with a real chef. But the most underrated feature? The cabin pressurizes to just 6,000 feet altitude, not the industry standard 8,000 feet. Combined with elevated humidity levels, your body barely registers that you flew 14 hours. Jet lag is engineered out of existence. Here is a number most people never calculate. If your time is worth $50 per hour and you spend 9 hours trapped in airports and planes for a 4-hour flight, the true cost of that trip is $450 in lost time, before you even pay for the ticket. The higher your income, the more economy class actually costs you. Private jet users understand this intuitively. The rest of us don't. Here is the trap that destroys middle-class finances. Upgrading to business class on a credit card while carrying a balance is the most expensive seat in the sky. You pay 24% annual interest to feel important for 8 hours. The smart move is accumulating travel points through strategic credit card spend and business expenses, flying business class for free while your capital compounds. Status is rented. Access is owned. The hotel experience tracks almost identically to flights. At zero net worth, you choose the hostel or the $59 Motel 6. At $100,000, you travel on points earned from everyday credit card spend, staying at Marriott or Hilton properties for near zero cash outlay. At $1 million, you book Aman resorts or private villa compounds in Bali where the staff-to-guest ratio is higher than 1-to-1. Here is the most surprising truth about ultra-high net worth travel. They are invisible. No airport crowds, no hotel lobbies, no restaurant queues. They arrive via private yacht or helicopter to a gated compound. They do not post photos online because drawing attention creates security risks. The peak of wealth is not traveling to be seen. It is traveling to disappear completely. The most underutilized wealth hack in travel is the points arbitrage. Every dollar of business spent through a premium credit card earns 3 to 5 points. redirected through airline transfer partners. These points redeem for business class seats worth $4,000 to $8,000 for effectively free. High earners who master this system fly business class on every trip without paying cash fares. It is the closest thing to a legal travel exploit. The fundamental shift that wealth creates in travel is not about the quality of seats or hotels. It is about the purpose. At zero net worth, you travel when you must, for work, obligation, or a rare vacation. At $1 million, you travel when you choose and how you choose. At $100 million, the distinction between travel and living dissolves entirely. The world is your permanent residence. This is the financial truth of travel. Every level of wealth purchases a different form of freedom. Economy class steals your time, your comfort, and your energy. Business class buys productivity. Private aviation buys complete autonomy over your schedule. The path is not to skip to the top. It is to stop spending money on status and start accumulating the capital that makes every future trip frictionless.